COVID vaccine certificate, pairing agreement for connectivity between the Higher Education Network of Maldives and the National Knowledge Network of India. And we will also officially launch the connectivity between the Higher Education Network of Maldives and the National Knowledge Network of India. First is the exchange of Memorandum of Understanding between Ministry of Health, the Government of the Republic of Maldives, and Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, the Government of the Republic of India, for reciprocal recognition of COVID vaccine certificate. May I invite His Excellency Ahmad Naseem, Minister of Health of the Republic of Maldives, and His Excellency Manu Mahavar, High Commissioner of the Republic of India to the Republic of Maldives, to exchange the signed MOU. Thank you, Excellencies. Next is the exchange of pairing agreement for connectivity between Higher Education Network of Maldives and the National Knowledge Network of India. I kindly request Mr. Ahmad Halim, IT Manager of National Center for Information Technology of the Republic of Maldives, and Dr. Seema Khanna, Deputy Director General, National Informatics Center and Director, Operations NKN, Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology of the Republic of India, to exchange the signed pairing agreement on behalf of both countries. Thank you. Now, I kindly request His Excellency Abdullah Shahid, Minister of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Maldives, and His Excellency Dr. S. Jaishankar, Minister of External Affairs of the Republic of India, to launch the connectivity between the Higher Education Network of Maldives and National Knowledge Network of India.
Linking institutions of research and excellence across the country for dissemination of knowledge. NKN empowers the information superhighway of India. Implemented by NIC under Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. It is a government-owned, high-speed and secure. Over 1,750 plus institutes connected, thereby touching and empowering over 50 million students and faculty. NKN has 3 international points of presence: Singapore, Amsterdam, and Geneva. At the 18th SAARC Summit, the Honorable Prime Minister of India shared his vision for making the region more connected and more prosperous. After connecting Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, and Bhutan, NKN goes live with Maldives. This dedicated link has been established between India and Maldives under a financial grant from Government of India. It will help institutions in Maldives access to resources of 1,750 plus research and higher education institutes connected under NKN, the National Research and Education Network of India, and access to global REMs like SingerN and Asia Connect for Asia Pacific region, GN for Europe, NordUnet for Nordic countries, and Internet 2 in USA. The benefits include connecting Maldives to e-learning platforms like Swam, NP10, digital library, content delivery network, and virtual classrooms. Possible certification for student exchange programs, telemedicine, participation in experiments with LHC, weather forecasting will help in agriculture, fisheries, and many more. NKN is partnering and empowering Higher Education Network of Maldives under National Center for Information Technology to build the information highways between India and Maldives.
Thank you, Excellencies. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, this brings us to the conclusion of this special ceremony. His Excellency Abdullah Shahid, Minister of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Maldives, and His Excellency Dr. S. Jaishankar, Minister of External Affairs of the Republic of India, will now deliver their press statement.
Minister of External Affairs, His Excellency Dr. Jayashankar, Honorable Ministers, High Commissioner, members of the press, a very good evening. It is an honor to welcome my dear friend, the External Affairs Minister Dr. Jayashankar to the Maldives on his third visit to the country and his first visit to Adu City as External Affairs Minister. Thank you for accepting our invitation. I note that this is a historic moment for us, as this is the first time official talks have been held outside the capital city of Mali, and you have made history, Minister. The Maldives-India relationship remains strong, fortifying and building on our long-standing ties. It is one of the top foreign policy priorities of President Ibrahim Mohamed Salih's administration. To that end, the Maldives welcomes India's neighborhood first policy, under which we have gained immense socio-economic benefits, and we remain committed to our India first policy in our foreign policy. Our relationship is one that has stood the test of time and one that will continue to flourish. I take this opportunity to thank India for the assistance it has provided to us throughout the COVID-19 pandemic. We remain grateful that we can always rely on India during times of need. Both our countries have experienced the hardships and tragedies of the pandemic, but we are emerging stronger together. The special arrangements made during the height of the pandemic to keep air corridors open between the two countries helped in reviving our economy, bolstering tourist arrivals from India. The special arrangements of medical visa into India during the border closure at the peak of the pandemic yet proved the strong bonds between the two countries. We have had continuous high-level exchanges, such as this visit today, which has contributed towards reaching our partnership goals. The fruits of these exchanges is seen through the many projects that is being implemented across the country. The historical inauguration of the National College of Policing and Law Enforcement tomorrow is one such goal. This is a high priority project executed under Indian grant assistance, and I am confident that it will enhance the capacity and readiness of the Maldives Police Service, as will the signing of the MOU between Maldives Police Service and Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel National Police Academy, Hyderabad, for capacity building and areas of cooperation. Through such initiatives, we will strengthen the linkages between and across our police organizations and broaden the scope of our cooperation in areas of common interest. Let me also take this opportunity to highlight a key infrastructure project which is to be funded through buyer's credit loan of Indian Exim Bank for the establishment of 61 police stations across the Maldives. This project would undoubtedly facilitate the provision of a modern and professional police service that the country's citizens have been much awaiting, in alignment with the government's decentralization policy. Excellencies, local communities stand to greatly benefit from the projects being implemented across the country under Indian grant assistance. We look forward to soon inaugurating 2 of the 20 projects which are to proceed under the High Impact Community Development Project Scheme. The Tourism Zone Development Project, Mulimati in Midu, and Viduno, the Drug Treatment and Rehabilitation Services Center in Hurumidu. We will also witness the groundbreaking for the construction of roads and storm water drainage system in Adu City and the signing of the contract for the Ardu Reclamation Project, both of which are funded under the lines of credit facility of the Government of India. This evening, we have also signed the peering agreement for connectivity between the Higher Education Network of Maldives and the National Knowledge Network of India, and officially launched the network. This network will benefit both students and professionals in the higher education institutes in the Maldives. It is also a significant stride in the field of education cooperation between our two countries. Similarly, we have also signed an MOU for reciprocal recognition of COVID vaccine certificates. This will facilitate easier travel between India and the Maldives. I note that the donation of vaccines last year by India was a pivotal moment on our path to recovery. With that donation, we were able to initiate a national vaccination program targeting the entire population. That program has been a resounding success, and I am pleased that this month we were able to lift our state of public health emergency. Excellency, many of the projects that India is assisting us are in progress, despite the challenges of the pandemic. The physical work is already underway for the Greater Male Connectivity Project, linking Male to Tilafushi, which is one of the government's flagship initiatives. The project on the establishment of water and sanitation facilities in 34 islands is in the implementation stage now. With regard to airport projects, the bid evaluation process on Hanimadu Airport is ongoing, and the detailed project report on Gain Island International Airport has been approved. The cricket stadium project is in the tendering stage. Stakeholders are coordinating to expedite the Gurifalo Port project and MIFCO development project. Another important project, the Cancer Hospital in Lam Atoll, is now at its initial stages. Looking ahead, Minister, to further project cooperation, we emphasize the significance of expediting defense and sports infrastructure development projects. These are to proceed under the 50 million line of credit for defense projects and 40 million line of credit for sports infrastructure. I reaffirm Maldives' continued commitment to foster dialogue and cooperation in the defense sector. Just last month, we held the third India-Maldives Defense Cooperation Dialogue, where both sides discussed joint efforts and capacity building measures to counter transnational crimes and enhance security in the region. I thank the government and the people of India for standing in solidarity with us and for being our friend and partner throughout these years. The leadership of President Ibrahim Salih and Prime Minister Narendra Modi has steered the Maldives-India partnership into a new era, one that has been characterized by prosperity, development, and mutual benefit for our countries. And I thank you, Minister, for your personal commitment in fostering our close ties over the 3 years and for helping us achieve these remarkable milestones. Meeting here in Ardu, Minister, I shared with you the importance of Maldives, for the Maldives of the fisheries industry. And we discussed about the tax that is levied on Maldivian fish products in India. And I'm confident that on your return, you will be able to give positive consideration to this matter. We also discussed on further cooperation of the tourism industry, and we agreed that we will be able to work more closely in promoting tourism between our two countries. हमारे दोनों देशों के बीच नजदीकी संबंध गहरे और मजबूत होते रहे. I thank you.
Your Excellency, Foreign Minister Abdullah Shahid, Excellencies, Ministers and Senior Officials, High Commissioner, dear friends. Minister, let me say first of all what a great delight and honor it is for me to visit Ardu, this unique and southernmost of Maldivian atolls. And I am very privileged that this practice of receiving foreign visitors should begin here on the occasion of my visit. And I'm assure you that for me it will mean a lasting connection with Ardu. I returned to the Maldives after more than a year. And the time in between actually, despite the COVID, has witnessed a very fast pace of progress in our relationship. Guided by the leadership of Prime Minister Modi and President Ibrahim Mohammed Saleh, uh, our cooperation has actually witnessed and withstood the arc and anguish of the pandemic together. I congratulate President Solih, through you, Minister, to you yourself and the government and people of Maldives for dealing with the adversity of COVID in a very successful and effective manner. You have vaccinated your population, and your economy today is showing resilience and recovery, and I congratulate you for that achievement. Our cooperation during the pandemic has displayed solidarity in terms of the design, the speed, the scale of our response. And when I hear of your model of dealing with the COVID, quite honestly, we share your satisfaction. And today's agreement on mutual recognition of COVID-19 certificates, I think, is a step forward in the same direction and will certainly contribute to easier traveling between us. Let me also say a few words about our development partnership, because I think that's a very central pillar of our relationship. It's a very transparent partnership driven directly by Maldivian needs and priorities. Today, it ranges upwards of $2.6 billion in terms of grants, concessional loans, budgetary support, capacity building, and training assistance. Minister, you and I have had a wide-ranging discussion on our bilateral partnership today. We took stock of ongoing projects and initiatives across a very wide range of sectors. We looked at socio-economic development, trade, investment, and tourism. With regard to ADDU, India is supporting projects in a range of sectors: infrastructure, tourism, fish processing, and health. We will be witnessing the inauguration and launch of some of these projects tomorrow. Work has also commenced on the ADDU road projects, and as also, of course, on the 4,000 housing units and drinking water and sanitation. You've also spoken of the iconic Greater Malay connectivity project, which holds the potential of actually transforming the transport landscape of the capital. It gives me great pleasure in recognizing the swift progress that we have made on this project. And we have today moved from the level of concept to preliminary works in less than a period of 2 years, that too during COVID. Geotechnical surveys are ongoing, and I hope we can do the groundbreaking in the coming months. Let me also note that the Hanimadu Airport redevelopment project, the expansion of the facilities of MEFCO, the cricket stadium that you spoke about, the social housing projects have all seen momentum in implementation in the past year. I'm pleased to hear that the DPR of the $40 million sports line of credit announced when I was here in February last year is near completion. Under this LOC, the National Stadium will be renovated and a sports infrastructure be built across Maldives. Foreign Minister, you and I have acknowledged the strides made in the fields of capacity building and training. I'm, of course, delighted to join you in the inauguration of the National Knowledge Network, and with the signing of the hearing agreement today, over 1,500 Indian institutes and a host of universities and centers of learning from Singapore, Europe, and the United States are now connected to the Maldives. The NKN is a real expression of the best of our regional cooperation in the digital and education areas. We are very pleased with the steady growth of our tourism, and I think we are among the top sources of tourists in 2020 and 21. And I assure you we will make all the efforts and give all the encouragement to keep that position in the coming year. We're also glad that at a time when of global uncertainty and volatility, we have been able to consistently keep up supplies of essential commodities to Maldives. I would like to take this opportunity to commend both the government and people of Maldives for their efforts and ambition in the area of climate change. India stands ready to share its capabilities with Maldives in this regard. We are already engaged in the development of water and sanitation facilities on 34 islands through LOC financing. But apart from extending basic civic amenities to island communities, the project of which is one of the largest climate adaptation measures going on in Maldives at a cost of more than $100 million, I think is very noteworthy. We've exchanged views on how we take climate change and renewable energy development forward. We've also had a discussion on regional security and maritime safety issues. I think the threat of transnational crimes, terrorism, and drug trafficking is indeed very serious. I'm very pleased to see that our capacity building and cooperation and training have expanded in this. I think it is for both of us, it strengthens our defense and security. The National College of Policing and Law Enforcement that will be inaugurated tomorrow, I think deserves some special words. It is our largest grant-funded project in the Maldives, and prior to the Greater Malay Connectivity Project, which will of course be larger in size. It will assist the Maldives Police Service to train its officers, enhance its crime-fighting capacities for the years to come. We are also signing an MOU for capacity building between the Maldives Police and our National Police Academy. Tomorrow, we will also be handing over formally the coastal radar system, which is already operational and which will help to enhance your maritime security. You had, Minister, brought to my attention today the issue of tuna exports, and I had shared with you that I would bring this to the attention of my trade minister. It's not a matter which had previously got our collective attention, but I assure you when I go back, we will certainly look at it very carefully. Let me, in conclusion, emphasize that our time-tested relationship is today poised for a real quantum jump. We can and we are touching the lives of people as we have never done before. We are partners in development. We are promoting peace and security. And our relationship today in many ways serves as a model for the region. It is a partnership that delivers for its stakeholders, the citizens of our countries, both in good times and in tough times. This is a partnership that tackles common challenges of regional development, which addresses disruptions and disasters. It is a partnership that is a force for stability in the region, and it is our shared responsibility to nurture it, strengthen it, and take it forward. I would like to take this opportunity to assure you that we remain very strongly committed to further progress of this relationship, and coming to Adu has been a particularly effective way of messaging that. Once again,